ladies and gentlemen of all ages, boys and girls. Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Angry Meat Production. We appreciate you coming in and letting us be a part of your lives week in and week out. We hope to do our best to present you with something that your eardrums delight in. Whether you're looking at us on YouTube or Rumble, or listening to us on Spotify, Google, or Anchor, or any of the other podcast services that we are currently on or trying to get on. We thank you. And if you don't mind, at the end of every episode, stop by, leave us a comment, leave us a like. If it asks for 5 stars, we'll take 5 stars, even if you don't like us. 5 stars are what it's all about. With that being said, we hope you enjoy our attempt to make our advocation our vocation. Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin.
Welcome, Angry Faithful, today on Nerd Sports 101.
101st, what's up?
And today we're going to talk about cycle ball. It's basically soccer with bicycles. It was actually pretty interesting. I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, it's like doing the bikes with the express
we never stopped to ask while we were doing this if whether or not we should. I mean,
we have tackle basketball. Why wouldn't we have something like this?
Or not? Yeah. Basketball.
Yeah, if there's something worth doing, it's worth doing it more dangerously.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, taser ball. We went over that. Taser ball is fucking awesome.
That's fantastic.
I mean, I want to be the asshole that gets one of those taser guns. Oh, you think you're running? I'm a lazy motherfucker. I don't run that.
I think it's by contact only. You gotta hit them with the prongs.
It's
that's when I would get the cattle prod because you get a
get that read.
They make 2 different types of tasers. They make the black one that black and yellow that are used on humans, and then they have a red one that's for livestock.
Yeah, I would get the livestock one.
Could you imagine getting the?
They have a pretty thick hide you got to get through.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
I've been hit by a cattle prod and it's not fun.
Then there were 3. Last night, the United States whooped the dog crap out of Cuba, 14-2 last night.
Love to see this on the heels of just crushing the hopes of Venezuela.
Yeah,
the videos that have been coming out of that have been
thank you, Trey Turner, but
golden. So
Mexico and Japan are facing off tonight. Japanese ace Roki Sasaki, he is by what a lot of major league scouting departments consider to be the top pitching prospect on the planet. They've been quoted as saying it's as if he's throwing his soul. I mean, the guy has a 102-mile-an-hour fastball.
Jesus,
good Lord.
Yeah, you get hit by that, you're dead.
Well, Japan is by in a way heavily favored to win it all. They're the most fundamentally sound team in the tournament this year.
I say we just show them a couple of pictures of some suns, and they'll have flashbacks, and they'll get by a little bit more.
Just some footage for Bikini Atoll, and just be like, I'm not saying that I'm just saying it's not gonna happen. I'm just saying it could.
Just be savage and have "Here Comes the Sun" playing as your walk-up music when you came to the bat.
Oh, that would be so savage.
Just pipe.
I would do that in a New York minute.
Pipe in it. Sounds will be 29 flying
So-
overhead.
right. So that game kicks off here in about 45
Great
minutes.
grandpa's getting
between
flashback.
Mexico and Japan. And I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be, dude, it's gonna be a good game. Mexico, they're just, dude, they're killing it right now. Japan's had a day of rest. And I'm just like, boy. I mean, Mexico just had a comeback. I mean, they're riding this like wave of momentum, and I mean, just whoever wins that game tonight is going to be sitting there staring down the barrel of Team USA.
Yeah,
I mean, they've got Team USA's got this lineup. I mean, they are like the all-star team, and the offense is finally coming together, finally doing what it needs to do. Trey Turner's going off. I mean, I'm just like, wow. Mike Trout finally busted his slump last night with a double. You know, you got Pete Alonso's finally his bat's starting to wake up a little bit. Weddle Jr.'s bat, you know, finally opened up a little bit last night. He had a RBI double last night. I'm just sitting there going, wow, you know. And so dude, tomorrow night's game is going to be legit. You know, and I think it's kind of unfortunate though, because I mean, since they had the first World Baseball Classic back in 2006, you know, it's just kind of been like they've had to go out and recruit these players, you know, from the major leagues to come play for Team USA. And I mean, like, I mean, I understand the three of us get it because, you know, we serve the country, you know, whatever. But, you know, this year seems to be a little bit different. I mean, yeah, they went out and, you know, they recruited the players that are on there now. Mike Trout, back in 2017, actually declined the opportunity to play on Team USA, and he sat there from his couch and watched Team USA win the whole thing. And he was like, you know what, man, nah, I made a mistake. You know, he's like, I'm going to definitely go out and play this thing the next time. And he's captain of the team.
yeah.
And you know, you've got all of these guys. I mean, they're talking about like the crowds that they have seen during this tournament, especially over the last two nights, are the loudest and wildest crowds that they've ever had, you know, that they've ever seen and that they've ever played in front of. And you know, so you know, I'm just kind of like, it's kind of cool because I mean you're watching all of these like Latin American teams and these Japanese, you know, the Japanese team. I mean, their crowds get into it. You know, they're playing music, they're having a party in the stands, even during the at bat.
Yeah.
And it's brought this kind of like, you know, better understanding of, yeah, universally it's the same game, but around the world, I mean, it's just played at different levels. It's played differently. It's just got a different feel to it. And it's kind of refreshing. I mean, I liked watching Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic and Venezuela, you know, Colombia. I mean, they just kind of get into it. Their crowds are, you know, playing Tejano music or whatever it is that they're playing up in the stands. The Japanese fans on a different level of respect. I mean, when Shohei Ohtani hit a home run during pool play, the Japanese fans were passing his home run ball around, taking pictures with it before returning it to the person that caught it.
Oh, wow.
That is some trust right there.
You'll never see that here.
You know, and I'm just like, you know, and
Johnny.
I know that we invented the game.
Well, the way I see it is you're looking at the difference between grassroots baseball and what we have allowed to become corporate baseball. And let's not kid ourselves. MLB is very much corporate baseball.
I don't think David can hear us.
No, it's on my end. I don't know. I need to get a new cord for my Rode. It's I don't know what it is. It just I don't know. I don't know if it's the program. Yeah, the last time I did the same fucking thing. I don't know if it's the cord or
I'm just talking today. I lost the argument that you started before we started filming.
Yeah.
Um,
Should be used to
but
that.
you know, I think that I know that we invented the game, but I think that American fans can really just kind of relax and take a cue from the example that some of these international fans.
is there okay? Sorry to interrupt you, but is there an Argentinian team?
Well, I'm sure there is, but they didn't qualify for the tournament this year.
Oh, well, the reasoning is this: Argentina just loves fucking America. I mean, you go over to Argentina, you saying you're American, they treat you like royalty.
Argentina is also home to a lot of
No, not Argentina. Fuck.
No, it's
Armenians.
Yes.
I'm sure the Armenians have a baseball team, but again, they didn't qualify for the tournament.
What do you have to do to qualify? You just have to.
I mean, they have tournaments all around the world every year.
Oh, okay.
And is the only team in the tournament, aside from the major leaguers that took time off from spring training to play with them. They're the only team in the tournament that plays together every year.
Yeah.
Because Team USA in its iteration, one for the World Baseball Classic, is made up entirely of major and minor leaguers. But Team USA that competes in the Olympics are comprised of college students.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not like the
They
basketball
have to
team
have-
where they get
They
like
have to have that amateur
that's-
status. And then on top of that, you're not going to get Major League Baseball players to take time away from the regular season to go play baseball for 2 weeks for no pay. Sorry.
I doubt the
Not
team.
that I blame them. I mean, a lot of them are in the middle of a summer grind trying to win a division.
Well, I say I don't think the teams would release them either.
No, they wouldn't.
I bet that's more or less that. I mean, I would
Right.
even if I was getting paid like $100 million fucking time frame, I would like, wait a minute, I'm going for the gold, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, but that's something that Johnny touched on earlier, though, is like you're. It's a different mind frame to think that you're representing your country. Like that's a whole different frame of mind to be. Yeah, it's not as obviously it's not the same as serving, in the military, but you're still representing yourself on a national stage, and you're representing your company or your country rather.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge thing to be able to say that, I'm here for my country.
Yeah. News out of the U.S. Venezuela game when Jose Altuve got hit in the hand. His X-rays came back. He did in fact break his thumb, and he's going to have surgery. And they're talking about at least 2 months off from the season.
Ouch.
So,
which team does he play for?
He plays for the Astros. He's the second baseman for the Astros.
Oh darn. I say that facetiously. I do feel bad that he got hurt. I don't.
It sucks he's hurt. Thank God it was
I'm confident in the strength of my relationship with my wife, but she refers to Jose Altuve as her spicy little jalapeno.
Is that her?
Johnny, did you set up a hit on a freaking baseball player?
On her celebrity pass?
No, I think her celebrity hall pass would be like Tom Hardy.
I could see that.
I mean, that's who mine would be.
I was gonna say I can, I don't need a hall pass, but I could be persuaded, bro.
Yeah, right. Let me see here. Football, American football news.
We need to start rugby.
The Texans are signing Dalton Schultz, who was one of the leading tight end receivers, or leading tight ends. In fact, I think he was the leading tight end for Dallas last year. He's signing with Houston, and they are also
He's going from one shitty team to another shitty team.
You know what? I don't recall
He's
anybody
going
asking
from a
her.
team that just went to the playoffs, David, to a team that won only 4 games last year.
Hey, just because I want you to put this in perspective. Just because I have a hot, beautiful woman come over and visit me, and I still don't get sexy time with her, doesn't mean I should be put up on a pedestal.
That's because the woman that comes to visit you, David, needs to be taken out of the box and assembled first.
There's usually some inflation that needs to happen as well.
No, you got to charge her.
Charge.
Anyways, Dalton Schultz is signing with the Houston Texans, and so is Devin Singletary from Buffalo. Devin Singletary is a running back. Houston's in dire need of both positions.
Tired need of a lot of shit.
Yeah, look for Houston to probably pump out about 6 wins this year. Honestly,
That's better than last year. That's 6 more.
Yeah, that's like almost double.
Yeah.
Almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and Soviet atomic bombs. You don't have to be that.
I get that reference.
Close enough.
But the Texans did reel off 4 wins last year, and they managed to play themselves out of the first round draft pick. But
listen, if they can at least get to where they don't have any ties, I think that would be an improvement.
Yeah, if they can get past week 1 and not have a tie on the record, yeah, I think that'd be okay.
I feel like that's an improvement.
But I think as long as Houston does it right, because they've got a new coach coming into next year. He's a former player. As long as the front office steps aside and lets the coaching staff do what they're supposed to do, I think Houston's going to surprise a few people at points during the season. I'm not saying that they're going to make the wild card by any stretch of the imagination. I think that making it an 8-8 season is probably the highest level of expectation that they're going to get. But I'm willing to bet that Houston's going to win at least, I'll say 6 games this coming season. Just with some of the moves that they've been making during the offseason, they're not picking up any huge free agents, but the pieces that they are picking up are in places that they've needed, and they're basically playing football's version of Moneyball here. And
oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Just to put it into perspective, the two players that they are signing, they combined for 1,676 yards from scrimmage and 11 touchdowns last year.
Yeah. It would be funny because I just realized they're the one of the teams that actually got a tie last year.
That's their entire offense last year.
I know.
They're making
How are you just now realizing that they were one of the teams that tied?
Because I don't follow football that much.
I went over this. I went to kickoff weekend last year, and I came back and directly reported about that tie with the Indianapolis.
Discussed this ad nauseum during the season.
Yeah.
Y'all do remember, if you're going to be, very angry about this, you do realize I was riding on the special bus looking at the freaking windows.
I'm not angry, David. Don't misconstrue it. I'm more mystified than anything else.
Why are you even mystified?
You even voiced opinions on the matter. Like you even talked about it.
You
talked about it.
You, Mr. David Dickerman, talked about it at several points during the season last year.
Yes, I know.
Several of the jokes that we were making.
I have. You know what?
This is.
Or are you just assuming the Helen Keller defense? Are you assuming the Helen Keller defense and you just
What it was.
answered the iron?
No,
because they
I'm
call-
going with the Joe Biden defense that I'm hitting up
You're
dementia.
too busy sniffing little kids' hair.
You know
No,
what it
I'm
was?
hitting that dementia.
You know what it is, Johnny? He was so distracted, and since you gave him his chocolate gift, he's been so distracted every week that
This
he
is
can't. He keeps flashing back to the chocolatey goodness that he just can't move past that. He's got a permanent mind block from anything.
You saw his
We need to talk about on a timeline of pre-chocolate. There's post-chocolate. There's pre.
you saw his tongue flick game in that video that he sent us, right?
It made me tingle.
Yeah. They're just kind of
you're not wrong, Chris. I mean, I'm starting to see signs.
We're.
I mean, at
It's
least we
starting to
didn't
match up a
think
little bit.
at least it was a mushroom and not an anteater.
This is true. I didn't have to see if it was 16, so I
It
guess
wasn't kosher. He was not. The model was not Jewish. So you're welcome. Your secret infiltration of the Ku Klux Klan is safe still, sir. So you're good to go. One of these days, we're going to see David on a top 10 most wanted poster for the FBI for, like white Aaron, for racial hate crimes. And then Netflix is going to do another reboot season of Unsolved Mysteries, and we're going to have like file footage. Somebody like Project Veritas snuck into the Klan meeting, and there's David up there as the Grand Wizard, and then he's like,
no.
no, hold on, ceasefire. David's going to be up at that podium, and he's going to be like, and another thing, and he's going to take his hood off, and he's going to be wearing mascara, and he's going to be like, fooled you.
Fooled you, especially fooled you.
You're cute and fooled you. Your boys.
That just reminds me of what Jim Jones did during his cult days and everything. I've been mentioning this only because
now I know why he wants to infiltrate all these cults. Now it's making sense.
I gotta fuck the racism out of them.
Fuck the racism into him. Is that what I?
Out of them. That's what Jim Jones did. He fucked the gay out of his constituents.
So
What's
Baker
sad-
Mayfield signed his contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today.
Oh, shit,
Good,
that's right.
good segue. That was like we gotta get on this train.
Speaking of gay, and then right into Tampa Bay. I thought that was a great.
And Jimmy Garoppolo signed I think a week and a half ago to be the quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. And the application turn-in rate at the Bunny Ranch has gone through the roof because Jimmy Garoppolo was quoted as saying, "I cannot wait to meet Raider Nation and visit the Bunny Ranch."
Oh wow,
That's awesome.
what happened with Aaron Rodgers? Now we're only getting speculations right now, right?
Aaron Rodgers is
You're saying we're still in the dark.
he's going down the path. He's on his journey to become more and more like Brett Favre every day. I think he's very close to signing with the New York Jets. Pretty soon we'll see him flop there. He'll flop in Minnesota, and then he'll move back to his home state and steal welfare money, just like Brett Favre did in Mississippi.
San Francisco. Oh no,
Well,
that's preparations.
We will know that he's hit rock bottom when he signs with the Bears.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's when we'll know he's at rock bottom.
Yeah.
This is obviously true.
And then out of nowhere,
That All-State money
out
right
of nowhere, you'll see Aaron Rodgers doing the discount double check at the NRG Stadium as their quarterback.
Yeah. He just shows up for no reason, just for the paycheck.
I mean, he'll be like,
It's not even a paycheck. They just give him dinner.
right?
Give him a couple of hot dogs and a soda.
Well, we don't have a prostitution house, a brothel, a bunny ranch.
Not
But
like you have LaGrange. There's a little shack outside.
there's a major Division I college across town.
There's people that needs college tuition.
Aaron Rodgers ever became quarterback of the Houston Texans, I promise you this much. He will date and be engaged to half the female student body.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not upset. I'm just impressed.
Although I will give you this, I will give you this piece of sage advice, Aaron. If you ever stumble across our show by pure accident, I'm sure. I mean, aside from the fact that we are the authoritative, hard-hitting news media as it relates to sports,
That's us.
if you come to Texas, get rid of the man bun, dude. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Well, if he's in Houston, he'd fit right in though.
He's not wrong. It's the same thing.
Right,
had a team.
but Aaron Rodgers, being who Aaron Rodgers is probably going to want to move to Brazoria County, where I'm at, so he can be closer to the beach.
That's true.
Get rid of the man bun, bro. Just letting you know.
That'd be fucked off if it's your neighbor.
Oh, like he lives across the street because I'm the house across the street is for sale. It was built as per a customer's order. They backed out of the sale, then they sold it, and then before the contract was signed, those people backed out. So this house has been available. So, Aaron, if you're out there and you're looking for a home, go play in Houston. And the house across the street is, I think, like $350,000, dude. You can sneeze more pocket change out of your couch than that. So, there you go.
I would laugh my ass off if he watches the show, he gets that house, and he moves in, and we come in and it's like, "Hey guys, we're all gonna visit now." Isn't that Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, he's a
Well, no,
fan.
because if I realized that Aaron Rodgers was my neighbor, you would send me the link
Yeah,
for this meeting, and then he would be sitting right here.
Yeah, because you're a fanboy. You looked at
No, I'd be like, hey, we talk massive amounts of shit about you on our show.
So now we get a chance to do it to your face.
You want to, so the guy with the flag behind him is ripe.
Easy pickings. This is what we like to call
my
love.
knees hurts from being such a good catcher, though.
I would think it wouldn't be your knees that would be hurting, but okay.
It's pretty much like, chopped liver in there or beef jerky. It's been run through way too much. I mean,
What I'm hearing is that David says that his butthole looks like a half-pound Arby's roast beef sandwich.
yeah.
Now we're not talking the single. We're not talking the classic.
No, I'm talking about triple.
Yeah, we're talking the half pound.
The half-pound. What they used to call it, the Big Montana.
Yeah.
And he drowns it in horsey sauce.
As we say back home.
I need to have that virgin surgery.
There's no coming back from that.
Hysterectomy.
There's no coming back from that. It's 5 miles back.
that is what a hysterectomy is now going to be called, the virgin
Maker.
virgin maker.
Hysterectomies don't tighten it up.
No.
You know?
No.
What do they do?
Oh my fucking
It's called a labiaectomy or something like that.
you're looking you're
You're looking it up, aren't you, David?
mommy makeover.
No, I already know what that is.
That's oh my god.
But I was talking about the asshole.
Okay. Well, there's not a lot left in football news, so we're going to move on to hockey.
I like how Johnny has to transition the stuff. He's like, fucking Christ.
Fuck's sake, no way. All right. Guess what, everybody? The Bruins still have the best record in hockey. They're still the only team that has clinched a playoff position.
I mean, there's teams out there that have to
They've
like
increased their score differential to 113.
Oh my
Plus
God.
113. The
I mean,
closest team to them
It was the
is
Stars.
the New
wasn't it?
Jersey Devils at plus 55.
Oh, well,
yeah. I mean, they would have to. I mean, the Brewers have to literally. They don't even have
Bruins,
to go.
not the Brewers. We're not talking about that farm league, major league team up in Milwaukee that nobody seems to want, which is why they're in the National League and not the American League. They were when they were created.
Anyways,
For fuck's
I mean,
sake.
they don't have to. They
Give your
don't have
balls
to
a
really
tug,
do-
pit fucker.
They don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to do that much. Just to. I mean, the other teams are like way, way behind.
Well, I mean, they beat up on the Buffalo Sabres last night, 7-0. So
Jeez.
they scored a full ass on touchdown and an extra point.
Because hockey's just like
In
soccer.
fact,
To the point where
in fact,
They
the
don't-
Nesson Facebook page,
yeah,
New England Sports Network's Facebook page, that was their caption: touchdown Boston.
oh
It was a 7-0 game.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, games don't really go into like double digits in hockey, or get even that close to it. Usually, it's like 2, maybe 3.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, 5 is 5 is glory. Going 7, it's like, man, the team didn't even show up last night. They got a couple of fans on the field, and they played, and they didn't play really well.
So this weekend in NASCAR, the most savage of savage moves. I
Don't
mean,
tell me this.
quite possibly this is my now favorite Atlanta moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Hands
Josh
down.
Williams was in an accident during the Xfinity race on Saturday. He brought his car in. They have this stuff called Bear Bond, which is basically really high, really, really tacky adhesive sheets that they go on the body like big, wide, long sheets of duct tape, right? And it's to keep the body together, to keep, some semblance of aerodynamics on the car.
It's like a giant band-aid.
Yeah. Now, one of his Bear Bond strips tore off because it was cold in Atlanta this weekend, so the adhesive didn't have a chance to warm up and get tacky. NASCAR told his crew he is to park the car. He's done.
The car is unsafe.
Josh Williams got pissed. Not only did he not park his car on pit road, he came all the way around to the start finish line and parked his car there. Got out, took off his helmet, waved to the fans, threw everybody the deuces, and walked across the infield grass.
They didn't say where to park it. They just said park it.
His crew chief was looking at him going, NASCAR wants to see you in the trailer. He goes, okay. So they move his car to the NASCAR trailer. He's going to get a fine. He's going to get suspended, right? At this point, he doesn't care. He tweeted out a picture of his car still sitting there. And Denny Hamlin tweeted, I'll pay your fine.
Yep.
There was a couple of other drivers. I think Corey LaJoy was one of them that said, I'll take a piece of that action.
They're already covered it. It's already done.
Yeah. I mean, and there are people that are like, dude, where's your merch? I need to buy some.
Dude, just the video of him walking across with that glorious
Mullet and
mullet that he had. Oh, it was
80s, that
Yeah.
80s porn stash, dude.
that was the most NASCAR thing that has happened in decades.
I mean,
I'm
if he got like a jar of fucking moonshine from the back end of the car, it would have been like super NASCAR.
Listen, he may as well have, because he just showed his ass to everybody in NASCAR from the top to the
And
bottom.
had zero fucks to give.
Zero. He was
And
grinning
the players are
across
are-
the Nashville.
I mean,
Or
Joey
on-
Logano was up in the booth calling the race, and he's like, "What? Oh no! Like, what is going on here?" You know, knowing that Joey Logano, Mr. Sliced Bread, is just enough of a nutless wonder to where he could aspire and have wet dreams of being that ballsy. But when it came down to it, he's ultimately a mouthpiece for the front office. But dude, I'm telling you, somebody on Twitter had like garage passes, like pit passes. They walked by the Xfinity trailer, and then Josh Williams is still inside the trailer. He looks out through the glass door, sees the fan trying to take a picture, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm inside the trailer." I'm like,
Dude,
that guy right there just got himself a ton of Atlanta fans.
Oh, absolutely. And there was I've been seeing people talk on TikTok about it too, and they're saying that that basically his sponsor is getting their money's worth, because everybody is showing. They've had more airtime because of this than they've had the entire time he's been racing.
Yeah. Guarantee you that they're going to re-sign with him next season.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Absolutely.
And what would be just perfect
His
is
sponsor.
if one of these top tier Xfinity teams picked him up and he carried that sponsor with them. Oh boy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who's his sponsor?
The
main one. I know they have like 50 of them.
Yeah, let me look here. Hold on.
It's so sad you're talking about the sponsor and everything. Oh, that guy, blah, blah, blah. We don't even know what the fuck.
No, I know what it is. I've seen it. It's like Cool Air, or Cool Air or something. I cannot remember it.
Find out right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at here. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't put any news.
Normally he's got like call 811.
811.com. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not
And Aloy.
Cool Ray. Cool Ray. There is a t-shirt on josh6williams.com. He has got merch. He's got a shirt with the car as it was driven in Atlanta pre-wreck. I'm going to kill both of my dogs. The 92 Chevy Camaro Cool Ray Racing entry for the Xfinity Series.
Yes. That's fantastic.
Cool Ray heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical racing shirt.
I'm a little surprised that there's any left.
Right?
That is fucking phenomenal though.
If there's any available left at the beginning of the month, I'm gonna buy one.
Oh man, they only go up to 2x. Are you serious? Come on, man. Know your audience.
You would fit in.
That's disappointing.
No, here's what we do. You buy that shirt in the 2X. We take a field trip to Talladega. We mix in with the campers and tailgaters. Everybody's got that hairy gut sticking out from underneath their t-shirt.
Blend right in with the locals.
I mean,
That's awful nice belly shirt you got on there.
They're gonna look at you and they'll be like, "Is that Josh Williams dude from Atlanta? Hell, boy, get over here and get a beer."
Praise hell, praise Dale.
That's right. Raise hell, praise Dale. And as an Earnhardt fan, I can say yes. Praise Dale. Bring it down and wash me in the holy waters of the high octane racing fuel.
you gotta do this.
man.
What is this, David? I
That's
don't.
what doing. Isn't that what?
Mad Max Fury Road? They were they put their hands up for the VA.
Oh yeah. Witness me.
Witness me.
Mediocre.
What Mad Max character from the from like the Apocalypse Troopers, I mean, would David be?
Remember that? Well, I forget his name. You remember from the second one, the one that was wearing the mask, it had the cod piece as a little pet slave over there.
He'd be the pet slave.
Johnny chose violence today.
Oh God, yes. Mr. Sly.
You can hear Zed somewhere going, "Wake up the gimp."
Oh my God. Oh man.
All right. So on that note, hold on just a second, guys.
Do the rest of the show. What's that? David can't make any fucking noise. It's because he had that ball gag on.
It's like,
We didn't even ask him to either.
like,
He did that himself.
it's like, you okay? Oh no, I'm the furthest fucking thing away from okay.
We cool?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we cool. But know this, you lost your Los Angeles privileges. I even hear that you came up with It's like, I even hear that you have been in Los Angeles. You can run. It don't matter. I'll have somebody pop up out of a bowl of rice to pop your ass.
You gotta watch that
What's
again.
up, Colin?
Hi.
Hi. First day back from school after spring break. Got you down as just about, I mean,
Monday.
about as down as David's syndrome is.
I made it to a syndrome. Really?
I don't think you go that low.
Oh, what'd he say?
Did you hear what he said, Chris? He said it's not that low. Wow. David's over here getting torched today, dude.
Fantastic. What's great is that wasn't even the joke.
Yes, I still get a PS5.
Bitch.
Did that hurt?
You ready to go, Colin? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, friends, angry faithful of all ages, sex, creeds. From the long, windy, dusty roads of an apocalyptic future comes a ray of hope, a beacon of reason, a loudspeaker of savagery and inappropriateness. Ladies and gentlemen, from the depths of my nether regions, it is joke time with Colin.
Why do men fart louder than women? Because they have two speakers and a microphone.
I mean, every once in a while, we're gonna have like a
Yeah, they
They can all be bangers.
can't all be
Yeah.
winners. All right, bud, you're gonna have to start. I mean, you're gonna have to finish really strong, bro. This is episode 101. All right, you're representing 101st here right now, bud. So I need you to come
I went
through.
from screaming eagles to choking chickens real quick.
I mean, you have a rendezvous with destiny, sir.
I don't know. I had one guy was working on his house, getting his door, and he called the 101st the turkeys.
Well,
He's chewing. He's eating dinner right now, everybody.
I think somebody needs to be grounded.
Yeah, that's pretty bad that he can be grounded because he's not able to do a good job.
A girl once asked her mom what dark humor is. The mom said that, you see that blind boy over there? Go give him a hug. The goat stood there astonished as her mom said that, because the girl has no arms.
Oh, okay. I was like, where's this one going?
That's
Ah.
pretty funny. Like someone asking me, "What are your views on lesbians?" I was like, "Usually in HD." So, anyway, so are we ready to park this plane? Wheeze it
Dude,
down.
is that it? Is that all you got for us, Colin?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot that I didn't know we were doing the podcast today.
Yes, because normally we have been doing it on a Tuesday here as of late.
Well, it flip flops because of my schedule nowadays. So, yay me.
Much like your orientation. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, if Jason
right,
Momoa
everybody.
comes up
Okay.
and if
Slays.
Jason Momoa comes up and says, "Hey, I think you'd fit me like a glove," I'm not going to argue.
Even heroes need a day off, ladies and gentlemen. The humor that you have grown accustomed to, planned your day around, and have hung all your hopes, dreams, and remaining faith in humanity upon, has departed like a popcorn fart in the wind. He bids you adieu and crop dusts. Like like Randy Quaid's character from Independence Day. It's usually the wrong field. Just kind of putting that out there. So until he returns again next week, promising to be in prime form, rising from the ashes like an adolescent phoenix. This has been Joke Time with Colin.
It may be the wrong field this week, but he always ends up coming back.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. You know, very rarely. I mean, I would not throw the word disappointed out with this week's edition. It was more like
He's playing the long game.
Yeah.
I mean
He had some bangers last week. There were some good ones there.
God.
Then he has to, you know, it's
think
got you got to catch your breath. You know, this week was a building week. Next week, right out the gate, he's going to come back strong. I don't doubt it.
Just like with the attempted hostage rescue in Iran, Delta Force mailed that one in.
Listen,
Colin kind of phoned this one in too. So It's forgivable. I mean, he's tired. He's human.
It's
all
the
good.
Monday after
I mean,
spring break.
It's
I-
not
well, we're
exactly
gonna
like
kinda-
we're up for any kind of like broadcasting awards. So, there's that.
well, maybe we would be. Except we have David as producer. I'm not saying it's all his fault,
But, you're
but I'm not. I'm saying it's not
so-
mine.
Whenever you scratch your mustache, I'm always on the side where you're pointing at.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's all his fault. I'm just saying it's not mine.
I'm not trying to get to the point whose fault it is, but man, that cocaine just got in my nose real bad today.
Well, the thing about that, David, is you can take one of those tinfoil hats, make a bowl out of it, and cook it down so that way it doesn't go everywhere.
Oh well,
This is what happens when you're a problem solver.
yeah.
David's new nickname, at least for the rest of this episode, is Pookie.
Mentioning that,
Kind of
Dude,
like
I had
Chris
a-
Rock's character from New Jack City.
yeah. No, you mentioned that.
Well, I'll let you go.
All right, bud. Love you guys 3,000. Give brother a
Love you
hug for
too,
me. I'll call you
Johnny.
guys later.
All right.
Later.
Love you.
Love you.
Later.
I forgot he was
Very-
still.
Buddy. What'd you say?
I said I forgot he was still there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I didn't forget because he was on my screen, but
This is just did Sajam come? That's out right now, right?
is that Shazam?
Yes.
Is that your Nick Rawagwa?
Fucking Christ, Chris.
Stroked
No,
out there.
No, I just opened up those guys. And Chris,
Nick Rawagwa. Nick Rawagwa.
You're welcome.
I mean,
Shazam is David's Nickra Waka Waka.
Too, Arata.
I can see that tonight after I do. Oh, I get it.
Like my wife gives me crap because I say Vietnamese.
You know, it's close. Just
I'm
say
like-
Charlie like everybody else.
Yeah, I
Charlie-
can just say
Charlie
Charlie.
don't serve.
How do you do that? Do what? Shoot innocent women and children. Easy. You don't lead them so much. If they run, they're VC. If they don't run, they're well trained VC.
Good. I told you I read that giant killer book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
Dude, that was
At
that-
length.
yeah, that book is phenomenal. But be careful about that ending because I cried like a little bitch.
Now,
It was so sad.
I just want to clear something up here. Because you keep saying I read the book.
Go out, listen to the book. Yeah.
Thank you. Because we both know, me and Johnny know,
It didn't have pictures.
if there's no crayons involved, obviously you weren't reading.
Well, I hung out with too many Marines and Army people. So
Hung out. Yeah, we saw how you hang out with Marines. We, we saw.
oh God. Fuck me running.
Oh, they did.
Those fuckers are faster than me.
Running, squatting, laying down.
David reminds me a lot like of this little boy in this joke that I'm about to tell. Father and son are out on the ranch and they're driving home at the end of a very long day. And the dad looks down the road and he sees a sheep with its head stuck in the fence. So he pulls the truck over, jumps out, pulls down his pants and starts going to town on the sheep. The kid gets out and goes, "Dad, what are you doing?" He goes, "Son, it's all right. It's okay to do that." He goes, "Yeah?" He goes, "Sure. You want to try it?" And he goes, "Okay, but do I have to stick my head in the fence too?"
Listen,
Whoa.
that's just helping them over the fence.
I think the sheep just screamed out, I'm stuck with step bro.
What are you doing, step bro?
Yeah. Right. And one makes you have to wonder. Was the sheep's name Corey Chase?
Ooh.
She's the only one. She's the one that does all the stepmom porn. I mean her whole calorie.
Believe me, she's not the only one.
No, she's not the only one. She's just the most famous.
Yeah. Man, I watched that Netflix, The Money Shot into Pornhub.
I haven't seen. I saw it pop up on my list, but I haven't watched it.
It's so you don't have to like bore yourself to watch it. They're trying to put it out, and this is a lot of companies that need to especially like Facebook, Instagram.
Don't lie, David. You only got 5 minutes through the movie.
No, it's
Browser history.
no. Basically, it's saying that
He accidentally X'd out of it with the Kleenex.
but no, it goes to the basic fact of it's like, oh, Pornhub is does child pornography and they don't take the stuff down fast enough and blah blah blah. That's what they're going with. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you can say the same thing for like Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, anything that's on like social media type stuff or on the internet nowadays. I mean, you still have those dark corners to where you have to get rid of, all those people that are doing like grooming stuff.
Did I just
in nerd news, Lance Reddick, may he rest in peace.
Oh yes.
Did you see the tributes that were going on with the Destiny servers?
Dude, there are so many, all of the fandoms, regardless of what console or PC they're on, all of the fandoms
Are at the top.
out in force for it, and I love to see it all.
Nobody's leaving.
Yes.
You know what he did the night before he passed away?
He
was playing Destiny.
He actually posted a video of him. He said it was funny because as only he can do it. He was when the cat is away, the mouse will play. He says, what does he play? And he flips the phone around. It's Destiny and just starts laughing.
He's interacting with himself in the game.
Yeah, because he had he was with a group and he was just laughing and joking the whole time about basically playing with himself. It was fantastic.
It's so sad that he just died of a heart attack that day.
Yeah, it was like out of nowhere too, and he's not that old. He was what, 60? I think 62.
60.
He's 60. Yeah.
Yeah, he was not that old. I was thinking about that. Like he's only 17 years older than me. Like that's not old.
I mean, when it hits you, it hits you. You can't really, once you punch that ticket, you punch that ticket. Even if you like live like a very lovely life. And going with that,
just happy finished that he finished John Wick 4 before it.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that.
Just thoughts of prayer to Maria, one of our friends and super friends. She lost her mother this week too. Don't really have any words. Just she knows if she needs to contact us, she'll contact us. She needs to.
So, if you still have the ability to call your mom or hug your mother, or even just your dad, just do it.
Yeah.
My step boys, their dad passed away years ago. And You know, so I mean, there's a lot of people in this world that understand the pain of losing a parent. Some of us are, I guess you can say, lucky enough to have not experienced that until adulthood. But just let the people in your life know that you care, that you're there for them. Because you never know when you're going to get called home. So, Maria, you are, in fact, in our thoughts and prayers. We love you. And I think it's on that note that, well, we can't land the plane on that kind of a note, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a PS5. Chris is still upset about that.
God, I'm gonna reach right through this microphone.
The
You know, what's
PS2 and the PS3 welded together does not make a PS5, sir.
dude, no, here, this is make Chris even more upset because he doesn't know how I ended up doing this. I went on the Verizon website and I was like, I wonder if I could do like a payment plan. You know, just get a payment plan and get the PS5 of just something I've been wanting to do. You know, put that nail in that coffin.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Yeah, pretty much. So I was trying to look up how to do the payment plan, so I figured it would be on the next stage. So I said, just continue. And as soon as I hit continue, it charged it and sent it on its way. So I had to pay full price and not do payment plans. But here's the good news. I looked at my finances. It's like, well, I paid all my bills and everything. I have enough money to where it's not going to hurt me. So I was like, okay.
Word to the wise, David.
I was going to send it back. I honestly, that was my first thought, is sending it
Lay
back.
it horizontally. Don't stand it up vertically. Because
Oh.
all of the thermal paste will soften and run down
Yeah.
and fry your processor.
Yep.
Lay it horizontally, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Johnny.
I'm just letting you know, dude.
I know.
He literally, as soon as we shut this all down, he's gonna go and lay it down right now because I guarantee it's standing straight up.
No, it's not. I mean, you might be pissed on me and it's on the floor, but
Why is it on the floor?
Damn it. This is what we're talking about.
David.
You don't deserve any of the good things that happen to you.
You understand that oversized Wi-Fi router is nothing more than just one big fan, right?
yeah.
Airflow is your friend, sir.
Yes.
I know this. I just
That's what
I had
Put
a
that
I had
Leviathan-
it.
Put that Leviathan on the freaking entertainment stand.
Where
Look
would
like God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Johnny Skelton.
I'm David Dickerman.
I am Chris Jacka.
Thank you all for listening and watching. Goodbye, everybody. Love you guys.